So in the Defiant's third match of the Overwatch League season, we faced off against the Washington Justice and didn't go so hot. Let's take a look at one of their team fights and see what we could have done better. Washington played an incredible series, and I really think that if Toronto pulled out ahead in map 1, they would have built some momentum and made this series much closer, if not win it all. Let's look back at one of the final fights of map 1, Oasis.
The way they've been rotating through these ultimates are so fantastic, and here comes the duplicate. He gets hacked though, and he gets immediately melted and booted off the duplicate. Now the tacked on damage that we're seeing right here from Hisu, he's on the backlines, he has a dead eye. You have to keep your eyes right now on Hisu. The follow-up though, Mag and Assassin are gone, and Justice, they'd have to find DK, who's been able to have so much impact on the backlines. It's just managing of keeping him out of the fight. Now the pulse bomb's on in line 2, and Hisu does manage to clear out the points with this Deadeye. Justice are going to respect it.
Wow, yeah, okay, so someone needs to be able to touch. Mag is very, very close by, so he's good. And he's going to have Nano as well if they need to use it. But the window's going to open up from Lastro, and they can just chunk people down from afar.
And look, they're not contested either off to the side. It's just really Decay that could really help them out here. And Ansujay gets antied, but he gets back into this fight. Lastro's taking a quick nap. Michelle's about to get demeched, and he does. He gets the reset with the Diva Bomb, and it's Lastro helping out Sato make sure to take care of those front lines. Decay is still running away, though, in the back line, taking care of Nice. And Fury, unfortunately, won't be in this fight. It's overtime on board for the Justice to try to flip this point, but it's Defiant, though, trading in numbers. Somebody needs to take care of Mag, that's on the high ground, but here comes Sato with the Shatter. Nobody else left to follow up, and it's just a matter of Ansujay getting Sato out of the fight. And unfortunately, he's going to fall through. Luckily for Justice, though, they are able to try to split this point out of overtime.
Yeah, and they have EMP for next fight as well.
That was a long, drawn-out fight, so let's break it down. The Defiant are up 89% while Washington has control of the point. 5 members of Toronto push through this room, but keep an eye out on Nice on Sombra here, lurking and ready to pop out on the engagement. Toronto does a great job of poking out Mag, who has to leap back up to safety to disengage, while Assassin engages as Echo and clones Sato's Reinhardt. Hate it as much as you want, but solo ulting is worth it in Overwatch. You don't need to hit 5 or 6 people every time, just get enough value out of it to win the team fight. And Nice does just that. He instantly EMP'd Assassin to kick him out of the duplicate, 1-for-1 ult trade. This threw off Washington's plan. As you can see, they did not expect that to happen and weren't ready to back up Assassin. Fury was up on the high ground, Assassin got followed up by Hisu, Nice looped back around after the EMP to hack Mag, and this fight was over. Now you'd think winning a fight at 89% would be enough, but Washington managed to go for one final overtime recontest. Mag comes around the corner, but a fantastic bubble by Fury stops Nice's hack and a big chunk of Michelle's missile damage. Nice gets forced out and comes back as quick as he can, hacking Ana and harassing the Justice's backline while they dance in and out for overtime. Decay, however, notices the translocator path. Yes, you can see the direction a Sombra teleports out if you pay attention, and he hunts Nice down in the 1v1. Nice puts up a good fight, and it was actually really close, but Decay gets the upper hand and opens up the point. On the point, Michelle gets caught out in no man's land against Fury and Assassin, who switch to Sombra from Echo. Michelle used his booster jets to force out Sombra, but had no more movement abilities to stop Fury's pressure, and the translocator from Assassin was nearby enough that he was able to come back and help demech Michelle. Being forced in this corner was tough, as Michelle had to instantly Diva Bomb to try to stay alive, but gets killed before it explodes. Lasher was unable to actually pocket Michelle because he got slept by Bebe with an insane tiny sleep angle. And he did end up being a few steps behind and healing his team, along with missing the lamp on either Michelle earlier or Hisu right after. After that, the Defiant had to regroup as Washington took that fight convincingly and managed to win the final fight off an early EMP engagement from Assassin, and that was this week's KarQ's Reviews Team Fight Breakdown. And that's it for this episode. Subscribe to the channel and click the card to watch other episodes of this series.